this should be the last time we start this far out. And this is why. After you come in and see its new addition the first time, they start you on the inside of it afterwards. Oh, it hurts when I cough. Hurts when I laugh, too. Post-op recovery and all of my abdominal muscles, and most of my neck muscles and back muscles hurt. So yeah, it hurts when I do just about anything.
Oh, right. This.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there!
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Her. So, their areas will set up, I think, as soon as I have the section reload. But yeah, they end up out here.
I tried to avoid it. Always seems to end in an argument. You?
Why do you think I was asking?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Isran's such a charmer. I'm not sure which stairs I need. Not those. These.
Charming little corner.
So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
There is that.
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards.
Yeah, that was
He
subtle.
wasn't always
really.
like that, though.
Ow.
There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after.
And it's
He
all
wants
a
to
fraud,
control the
too.
sun. Have vampires control
Spoiler.
the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
I'm a little more understanding than Isran. We'll see.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
But I don't want follower.
All right, you've heard what it has to say.
She?
Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
She still has the Elder Scroll with her. Big picture, big picture.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish.
She.
Maybe it's just insane.
She.
I don't really care. It can stay for now.
She.
But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
And I will burn you
Thank
alive
you
for
your
trying.
kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back,
I know.
I have the Elder Scroll with me.
I know.
Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for
that
any kind
comes
of
to mind
magic
for
or
me,
historical
too.
thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about.
Ow.
Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you.
Oh,
I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
I'm definitely going to go to the college.
I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple hundred years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something.
Huh. Tell a bard that. Ow.
I guess so. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first.
Molag Bal is such
Molag Bal is a powerful
charmer
Daedric lord,
in that way.
and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that.
Fair enough.
But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift. Especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here. And I'm alive. I won't give this up.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Yeah, well, good for you. Actually, I think I still need to go outside and back in to get them set up in their locations. But there might be over here and willing to do business? No, not yet. You are.
Go. If you're putting yourself in harm's way, you'd best be prepared. Take these.
Oh? Oh. Yeah, you can help him and her get things to better prepare. Well, that's an interesting hobby you've got there, Serana.
Isran had a surprising stockpile of weapons and armor. Take a look.
He's mostly what you would expect for weapons, armor. He has Dawnguard stuff. And smithing supplies.
Fight bravely, friend.
These all actually respawn, so you can pick them up and sell them. I'm not going to.
This better be
Talk to
good.
Durak.
Yes?
Or you. I want to talk to her.
Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here.
She has an interesting selection of stuff.
I've only heard stories. Not sure if any of them are true. Like that they were supposed to guard some vampire here, but wound up all becoming vampires themselves when they saw how powerful he was. And then preyed on the rift until finally someone put them down. I guess it doesn't matter now. At least Isran is trying to do something noble with the name.
She will have you delving into Dwemer ruins looking for schematics for her, which isn't so bad.
It's sort of a random assortment of things. See anything useful?
It's a fair statement. This one spell is particularly interesting and has relevance in other places. But you can sell potions to her, and some bizarre mix of magie and other things. Those aren't for sale. One task at a time. I think I get to go talk to my favorite librarian.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. And why are my research materials
Yep.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. A moth priest?
Speaking
What
of
in
knowledge.
oblivion do you need a moth priest for?
Well...
Fine, fine. No need to get your britches in a twist. The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. The moth priests
not
make
going
their
back
home
there.
in the White Gold Tower. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that.
Fantastic.
He
Where is
stopped
he?
in to do some research in the library, then left for
Dragon
Dragonbridge. If you hurry,
That's
you might
what I
catch him
needed.
there.
No, I haven't actually been to Dragonbridge. I had mentioned it, but I hadn't been there. I have to look at wagon to Solitude, and then hoof it from there. That'll be the easiest way. At least this one's sort of closer to along the way.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Solitude's famous for its Bard's College. Worth a visit if you've never been. Some of them can sing
Yeah. It's not the music I mind. It's the leering. Map marker. Thank you. Should have gotten it last time. It didn't. YouTube has been being horrendous about upload times these past few videos, like 6-7 hour upload times, compared to half that for videos of similar length. I don't know why the past couple of days have been so bad, but it means I'm going to try even harder to keep this short, meaning when I get to Dragon Bridge I should probably call it good. Just so that this will be up.
and 2 wenches, friend.
At some point in the near future.
Why's that?
Oh, might be able to. I can't really get a good idea of why they call it Dragon Bridge from here. You stop pushing. It's one of the many reasons I hate followers.
Stay out of trouble, elf.
Don't push your luck, human. But, yeah. Ahead.
But yeah, we'll chat with the locals and see what we can find out next time.